All your life you've heard that avocados are one of the healthiest foods in the world. Packed with good fats, full of nutrients, great for your heart. But what if I told you that? For those over 60, this beloved fruit might actually be posing serious health risks, silent, invisible, and often overlooked, even by doctors. The truth is tough, but it needs to be said. Foods labeled as natural or functional can become dangerous when combined with certain medications. Chronic conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes, or simply the natural aging of our kidneys and liver, and avocados are right at the top of that list. Many of our followers have reported strange symptoms like heart palpitations, swelling, extreme fatigue, and only after digging deep did they find the unexpected culprit, their evening salad or that morning. In this video, I'm going to reveal the truth no one talks about when it comes to eating avocados after 60. We'll cover dangerous drug interactions, hidden side effects, who should avoid or limit their intake, and of course, how to enjoy it safely and healthily. If that's the case, before we begin, just a quick reminder, this content is for informational purposes only and does not replace medical advice. Always consult your doctor before changing your diet or medication. Now, a quick favor, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I love seeing how far our content is reaching. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the Age with Strength channel. This is where we talk real health with clarity, respect, and a lot of love for you who are over 60 and want to live with strength and independence. Get ready, what you're about to learn today might just change the way you see avocados forever. Avocados aren't harmless. The truth, no one tells you. It's easy to see why avocados earn the superfood label. They're creamy, delicious, great in both sweet and savory dishes, and full of heart-healthy fats. But there's a catch, especially for those over 60. Too much of a good thing can turn into a real problem. What most people don't talk about is that avocados, although natural, aren't harmless for every health profile, especially for older adults with a history of high blood pressure, kidney issues, or those on long-term medications. Natural medicine has long praised avocados for their benefits, but more recent studies show they can subtly and dangerously interfere with the way an aging body functions. Now, this doesn't mean avocados are toxic, not at all. But the real problem is the habit of eating without considering the context, your body, your medications, and your health conditions. Picture an old bridge standing still strong, but worn down with time. Even a light, modern car passing over it daily at full speed can eventually cause serious damage. That's the body after 60, still functional, still capable, but in need of extra care. Most people have no idea that avocados can raise potassium levels in the blood high enough to cause arrhythmias, mental confusion, or even fainting spells, especially when combined with other potassium-rich foods or medications that already strain the kidneys. On top of that, avocados contain compounds that interfere with how common medications are metabolized, especially those used to manage blood pressure, thin the blood, or lower cholesterol. And here's the scary part. These interactions don't always come with obvious warning signs. Everything might seem fine until one day. Suddenly you feel dizzy, your heart races, or your blood pressure drops out of nowhere. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly which medications clash with avocado, how those risks affect your body, and which warning signs to watch for. Dangerous interactions, avocado, and common medications. Here's what few people know. Avocado can directly interfere with the effects of several medications, especially those commonly prescribed to people over 60. If you take meds for high blood pressure, blood thinners, diuretics, or cholesterol, pay close attention to what we're about to explain. Let's start with blood pressure meds. Certain types like ACE inhibitors and angiotensin receptor blockers, ARBs, are very common in older adults and tend to increase potassium levels in the blood, since avocados are loaded with potassium. They can amplify this effect, pushing potassium levels too high. That puts extra pressure on your kidneys and can lead to arrhythmias, muscle weakness, and in more severe cases, even heart failure. It's like your body is a tank that can only hold so much water. The medication is already filling that tank. Then avocado comes in like an extra hose, and suddenly it all overflows. Another group that needs to be especially careful is people taking blood thinners like warfarin. While avocado isn't as notorious as green tea when it comes to interacting with these medications, it does contain fats that can alter how certain active ingredients are absorbed and metabolized, potentially affecting the drug's effectiveness. This means your blood could become either thicker or thinner than it should be, increasing the risk of strokes or dangerous bleeding. And what about diuretics, which are commonly prescribed for high blood pressure or swelling in the legs? Some types of diuretics cause potassium loss, and in those cases, avocado might seem helpful. But the truth is, not all diuretics work that way, and if someone is already taking potassium supplements, adding avocado to the mix could lead to a dangerous imbalance. In other words, avocado seems harmless because it's natural, but natural doesn't always mean safe, especially when it's combined with medication. Potassium overload, the silent enemy potassium, is an essential mineral. It keeps your heart beating steadily, helps muscles function properly, and maintains the body's fluid balance. But what many people don't realize is that after age 60, the body struggles more to handle high amounts of this nutrient, and that's where the danger lies. Avocados are among the richest sources of potassium out there. Just half an avocado can contain more potassium than a whole banana. For younger, healthy individuals, that might actually be a good thing. But for older adults, especially those with even mildly reduced kidney function, whether diagnosed or not, this excess can become toxic. Let's break it down. Think of your kidneys as a filtration system. When you're young, that filter is fast, strong, efficient. But as time passes, it slows down, becomes more delicate, and potassium, if not properly filtered, starts building up in the bloodstream. That buildup leads to a condition called hyperkalemia, too much potassium in the blood. And the worst part? The symptoms are so subtle that many people don't notice until things get serious. Some of the most common signs include unexplained fatigue, muscle weakness, tingling sensations, mild nausea, irregular, or rapid heartbeat, a vague sense that something's wrong without knowing. The problem is that these symptoms are easily mistaken for other issues like anxiety, side effects from medication, or even just normal signs of aging. And while all that's happening, potassium continues to build up in the body. Often, the only way to detect this issue is through lab tests, and even then, few doctors investigate it in patients who say they're eating healthy. That's why, if you regularly eat avocados, if you're on medication or have a history of high blood pressure or diabetes, it's worth talking to your doctor and checking your potassium levels. But I only eat a little. The problem is in the frequency and the combustion. Often hear people say, but I only eat a tiny piece of avocado a day. How could that be harmful? And honestly, it's not that single piece that's the issue. It's the bigger picture, the context in which it's eaten. And that's something most people never stop to think about. If you eat avocado every day or even more than once a day, even in small amounts, the buildup of potassium and fats can start to add up. What makes it worse are the combinations that many people believe are super healthy. But for an aging body, they might be silent troublemakers. Here's a practical example. You wake up and make a smoothie with plant-based milk, a banana, a spoonful of avocado, and a bit of oats. Sounds great, right? But look closer. Banana is high in potassium. Oats are rich in magnesium, and avocado is packed with both. If you're on blood pressure meds or have even mild kidney issues, this combo can dangerously spike your mineral levels, leading to fatigue, dizziness, or even heart complications. Another classic case, a salad with avocado, tomato, and olive oil. Delicious. Absolutely. But all three are dense in potassium and healthy fats. For a young, healthy body, that's a power meal. But for someone in their 60s, 70s, or older, who's on daily meds and has a slower metabolism, that same salad can become a heavy load for the system to handle. It's like filling up an old car with premium, turbocharged fuel. It sounds like a great idea, but the engine might not be built for that kind of power all at once. What we want to show you here isn't that you need to cut everything out, but rather that it's important to understand your body, pay attention to the signs, and make gentler, more mindful choices. Who should avoid or reduce avocado consumption? Not everyone needs to stop eating avocado, but some people should seriously rethink how often and how much they eat it, especially after age 60. If you fall into any of the following groups, it's crucial to stay alert. 1. People with high blood pressure who take medication regularly, if you take drugs like losartan, captopril, enalapril, or similar, regular avocado intake can further raise potassium levels in your blood. As we've seen, this combo can trigger heart imbalances, swelling, and a feeling of weakness. 2. Older adults with reduced kidney function, even without a formal diagnosis of kidney disease. It's common to experience a slight decline in kidney function after 60. When that happens, the body can't eliminate potassium efficiently, and the excess can become dangerous. 3. Those using blood thinners, like warfarin. While avocado isn't rich in vitamin K, it can still alter absorption or enhance the effects of anticoagulant medications, leading to bleeding issues or improper blood clotting. 4. Diabetics using insulin or insulin-sensitizing medications. Avocado can interfere with glucose metabolism, especially when combined with other fatty or carb-heavy foods. The risk here is silent blood sugar imbalances. 5. Anyone who consumes avocado smoothies, juices, or salads daily. If avocado is a regular part of your diet and you fall into any of the categories above, it's time to have a chat with your doctor or nutritionist. Remember, it's not about one food being bad, it's the frequency, the combinations, and the condition of your body that matter most. If you saw yourself in any of these profiles, drop a comment below. I want to know more, and I can create content specifically for your case. With safe and nutritious alternatives, safer alternatives to replace avocado with after everything we've talked about, you've realized that avocado might not be the best choice for you. Don't worry. The good news is that there are just as healthy and even safer options out there for those over 60. Here are some nutritious, accessible, and easy to include alternatives for your daily routine. 1. Extra virgin olive oil, one of the best sources of healthy fats with strong anti-inflammatory properties. Use it in moderation on salads, steamed veggies, or even drizzled over a slice of whole grain bread. Pro tip: choose cold-pressed olive oil and store it away from light to preserve its nutrients. 2. Pumpkin and sunflower seeds packed with healthy fats, zinc, and magnesium, essential nutrients for heart and immune health. Just 1 tablespoon can be sprinkled over salads, yogurt, or blended into light smoothies without banana or avocado. 3. Walnuts and Brazil nuts in small amounts, a powerful plant-based source of omega-3. Just 3 to 5 nuts a day is enough to get the benefits without overdoing calories or fats. For a chickpea spread hummus, looking for a creamy avocado alternative for toast. Try hummus seasoned with olive oil, lemon, and garlic. It's delicious, rich in plant protein, and much safer for those with kidney concerns. 5. Natural yogurt with chia seeds, missing that creamy smoothie texture from avocado. Natural yogurt with a spoonful of chia is a great option to regulate digestion, protect your stomach, and keep you feeling full. Remember, the secret isn't cutting out foods aggressively, adapting your diet to your body's needs with intelligence and care. Most importantly, your diet can and should still be enjoyable, even with a few adjustments. When and how avocado can be good in moderation, despite all the risks we've discussed. Avocado doesn't have to be the sworn enemy of your health. For some people, it can still be a great ally as long as it's consumed mindfully, in small amounts, and in the right combinations. The key is moderation. If your kidney function is intact, you're not on potassium-sensitive or blood-thinning medications, and your doctor hasn't set specific dietary restrictions, avocado can have a place in your diet. So, what are the guidelines? What's a safe amount? For most healthy older adults, 2 to 3 tablespoons twice a week is more than enough to get the benefits without the risks. What's the best time of day to eat it? Prefer avocado in the morning or early afternoon when your metabolism is more active. Avoid it at dinner or before bed. Digestion slows down at night, which can cause discomfort, heartburn, or a heavy feeling. What should you combine it with? Stick with neutral foods, whole grain bread, lemon, mint, cucumber, or plain yogurt. Avoid mixing it with other potassium-rich foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, coconut water, or tomatoes, especially if you have high blood pressure or take daily medications. Avoid adding sugar or condensed milk. This popular habit turns a functional food into a dessert, loaded with sugar and fat, risky for diabetics and for anyone watching their weight. Avocado isn't the villain, it's the excess, the context, and the lack of information that caused harm. And now that you know all this, you're in control. And by the way, if you know someone who loves avocado and might be unknowingly at risk, share this video with them. It's a simple gesture, but it could make a huge difference in the health of someone you care about. What we learned today is simple, but powerful. Not everything natural is harmless, and not everything healthy works for everybody. Avocado can be a rich, nutritious food, but for those over 60, it deserves a second look. Our bodies change. Our kidneys don't filter like they used to. Medications build up, and small daily choices start to carry much more weight. But this isn't something to fear. It's an opportunity. It's a chance to take control of your health with knowledge, awareness, and autonomy. It's realizing that your plate can still be delicious, nourishing, and full of life without hidden risks. You don't need to live in fear of food, but you do need to understand it. Because when you're informed, you're empowered. And when you care for yourself with love and strategy, you gain something priceless: quality time with the people you love. Now tell me in the comments, did you already suspect avocado might be harmful? Or was this a total surprise? I'd love to hear about your experience and maybe create even more focused content for your needs. And if this video helped you, don't forget to share it with a family member who's also looking to live with more health and strength after 60. But before you go, stay with me just 30 more seconds, because I have a gift that could truly change your daily health routine. Did you know there are natural, safe, and affordable solutions to help manage blood pressure, improve sleep, digestion, and even support diabetes control? If you're looking for a more natural and effective path to care for your health, check out the Natural Healing Guide ebook. That it brings together the best of natural medicine with tips on teas, herbs, essential oils, functional foods, and practical solutions for your everyday life, all explained clearly, straight to the point, and with the care you deserve. The link is in the pinned comment below this video. Take advantage